Well, howdy, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to X4 with the Star Wars mod. Today we're looking at a very special and iconic ship, the hero of the Clone Wars, the Venator. So, I'm really excited to showcase this ship. It took a lot of prep, a lot of work. We got a new save for our ship review series, so that's one of the reasons why this video is so late. But, yeah, we're going to look at all the customization features that comes with the Venator. All of its strengths, all of its weaknesses, and everything in between. So I'm looking forward to it. So let's go on ahead and hop into it. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on the bridge of the Venator. So I really love this ship, and it's like a lot of people have complained about that the bridge isn't completely accurate, but then again, it's like it's got a rectangular front on the bridge, not a round front. But anyways, so we're set up here in Heretics, and no, sorry, that back Matrix 598 is where we're at. And so we've got our Venator, we got another Venator alongside with that we're going to be looking at. So here she is in all of her glory, the Venator. Very good model, I have to say. And you're probably wondering, it's like, what's with all the stripes on the Venator? Well, it's because of, you can put custom paint jobs on all your Venators. So here's a different Venator that we got here. And like I said, custom paint jobs for all of it. And we're going to go into that. We're going to get in some depth of all the paint jobs for the Venators. But let's go ahead and see what this thing is like. So we've got two Venators right here, both with varying loadouts. And we also have a third way back here. And this one right here, as you can see, the turrets are vastly different on this one. And we're going to go through every single one of the loadouts in today's episode. And I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so let's go over stats, shall we? So the current Venator that we are running is from the CSA. So if we go to information, as you can see, we got a bunch of red lasers, these XI-12, stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at all three Venators here. So if we go to XL and then we go down to Venator Star Destroyer. Alright, so here's our Mandal Venator, so we're going to add that one. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have our CSA Venator, we have our Mandal Venator, and then we have our Imperial Venator. So as you guys can see, most of the stats are going to be exactly the same because it's the same hull, but what really gets interesting is in the shields and in the weapon output. So the Imperial Venator is going to have shorter range but more damage. And it's also going to have higher recharge rates for all of its shields. But if you also look, it's also got the lowest like cap for the shield itself. The Mandalorian Venator has the most shields, but not for the average group shield, which is interesting. But anyways, so let's see if we can try to actually find ourselves a fight. But before we get into that, where can you buy your Venators at? So you can buy them from the CSA Corporate Sector Authority Shipyard, first off. As you guys can see, Venator here. And we have our Venator preset right here. So running cost right here will be $68.4 million from CSA. And if we look over here in our Mandalorian Death Watch, let's see what they've got for it. That's 66.1 here. So yeah, those are the two places you can buy the Venator. And there's also a very interesting loadout that I want to go over you guys with real quickly. Let's go ahead and just edit this. So if we look at the 440 Palisades, I think that's the ones. Those are Clone Wars era shields. And if we look at the weapons, these DBY-827s, as you guys can see, blue lasers. And that goes for every single one of the weapon slots. We got blue flak. We've got blue secondaries. And we even have blue point defense turrets as well. And if we confirm that, it has the least amount of firepower. So just bear that in mind. But you'll have your blue lasers from your Clone Wars. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the stats real quick. And we're just going to click a Venator 2 here. So she does have 34,000 container storage. So bear that in mind. She can actually carry some pretty hefty cargo for herself. Her average output for this build is 18,000. Crew 292. Travel speed is 7,000. But her regular speed is 135. So you got to be very careful with her. But ship capacity, this is where her biggest strength lies as a carrier. She has an M dock with 1 M ship capacity. She has 18 docks for smalls with 64 in on the ship capacity. And there's so much that you can actually do with this thing. So if we go through real quick, there's tons of more customization options within the Venator itself. So you can go with all sorts of different skins. Like absolutely tons. So I think we're going to throw on the Company Commando. Alright, there we go. So as we can see, there she is with her camo pattern. So if you want to download some mods to get some special paint jobs, stuff like that, really cool that you can customize this thing to whatever you want, whatever your choosing is. Alright, so here's our first fight. We got a hard sell over here fighting another Venator, but there's a Providence on the way. So we're going to see if we can't try to save this Venator and this fleet while we're here. But yeah, we're going up against the ICG for this because it feels right to have Clone Wars ships going on against each other. So let's see what we got going on out here. So point defense batteries are going off. We got fighters deploying. We should be in range for that now. And for some reason our turrets aren't firing at it. Let's go ahead and disarm and rearm them. Alright, looks like we got shots out. Alright, so that hard cell's done. We're going to go over and we're going to brawl with this.
We were hit.
We're going to brawl with the Providence over here.
Confirmed.
Your foolish actions will have dire consequences.
You're wrecking my shields.
kind of surprised to see that Valor not shooting at the Venator. What faction is that with? Oh, the Valor is with CSA. Interesting. Alright, so we're 16 kilometers out. Shots out on the Providence. And we got it targeted. Alright, we're going to pause right there since we got shots out. We're going to wait for the rest of the guys here.
Orders. Something hit us.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to tell our fighters here, our bombers, to go straight after these ARC 170s. We're going to send all these ARC 170s and the Scrag H6s straight out on over to the attack immediate. There we go. Get our some more fighters out there since we're starting to take fire now. Start backing up here. We're gonna disarm and rearm our turbo lasers again so we can get them to start firing.
Acknowledged.
There we go. Shots out now. We're trying to lure him back straight into our buddies here. There we go. Shots out from that Venator. Hopefully that Valor starts opening up. Looking good.
Awaiting orders.
We got torpedoes out. Alright, so we're going to park it. And one last time for the rearm there.
Danger.
Something hit us.
Danger.
Alright, looks like we lost an engine.
Awaiting orders.
That Providence is dead. Alright, so let's see if we can't find any more bigger fights.
Awaiting orders.
Final fight for today's episode. And we're going up against the Techno Union this time. There's a Providence right above us. We've got a small fleet, 2 Acclimators, 2 Dreadnoughts, 2 Venators, versus 3 Munificents, I think, maybe 4, and a Providence. But Providence is all alone, so we're going to get rid of him first, and then push into their main line. Alright, let's see if we can get our ships to launch. And let's switch to attack all enemies, and then we'll switch these over to attack capital ships. And attack capital ships. And attack capital ships. We're going to arm. Alright. Oh, he's picking on our Dreadnought here. Fighters are launching. Oh, we've already lost a fire spray. Alright, see how we're looking here. So it looks like the New Republic is in here helping us out right now, but we've got tons of fighters out and launched. And it looks like that Providence is going to go down pretty quick. We're going to keep trying to go closer.
You will now suffer the consequences of your actions.
Alright, we're going to reverse here. Alright, so that one's done for it. So we're going to go and deal with the rest of them down here. Alright, let's target that one. So we got a new target for our bombers here.
Awaiting orders.
So it looks like the New Republic has lost their MC-80. We're going to boost a little bit here. Our Venator just pushed all the way in there. So we're going to do the same here.
We wet.
I believe that Munificent is boosting. Wow. There we go. That's what we wanted.
I'll show you how to fly.
That was a bad move.
How's our angles looking?
Why are you shooting me?
There we go. There's our look for the day. Man, the Venator really is a great ship. Alright, so we're going to start turning here.
You're in for it.
You will now suffer the consequences of your actions.
I just want this to be over. I've got my eye on you.
Alright, we're gonna start rotating up. Because we're concentrating all of our fire right now on this Munificent right above us.
Waiting orders.
Alright, so that Munificent's gone. Alright, time to double team the other one. We're gonna go all ahead full. We're gonna keep rotating to the left here.
Affirmative.
You have provoked me enough. Now
That poor Dreadnought.
I think you might regret that.
Yeah, it looks like that Munificent's about to be done. And it looks like we got plenty of rebels coming to assist as well.
awaiting orders.
So far, it's a good run. Not losing anything just yet. We have had some dreadnoughts and some acclimators taking a pounding for this fight so far, but so far we're doing pretty good.
Awaiting
See if we can try to finish off these other two Munificents. We're still looking good.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, that Munificent's done. Taking a lot of fire to our engines right now.
My mind is unable to cease considering that endeavor I would like to propose. Please come and talk to me about it.
Acclimator's still looking good. Alright.
Split make you pay for that.
Yeah, I think the ships are starting to get bugged out here, so we're going to switch these two right here to attack immediate on that. And these two dreadnoughts here, we're going to have on this Munificent here. And where is our other Venator? Move this order. There we go. And we want him to attack immediate.
I've got my eye on you.
Okay. So it looks like we're about to lose a dreadnought.
Not smart. That will be victorious.
Something hit us. Affirmative.
So the big thing is about these carriers, they don't maneuver very well. There's not many that do. But we're turning around right now. Our dreadnought, it was a good sacrifice. We've already gotten rid of one of their carriers and two of their battleships. So
Acknowledged.
as we just keep turning here.
I'll make sure you regret that.
Alright, here we go. Alright, looks like our turrets are targeting in.
Kiss your plasma vents goodbye.
Something hit us. Acknowledged.
Looks like we got some overarching fire right there.
Sounds like a bad move.
Alright, we're going to slow down just a hair here.
Eat plasma.
Alright, so that one's dead. There's one left. All ahead full. One Munificent left.
Awaiting orders.
Looks like you won't be going home. You have no hope against us.
Let's have it flying way urgent. As we're closing in here.
Even a hatchling could defeat you.
See if we can get this other vendor in here. Yeah, it looks like he's turning pretty well.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
There we go. But that's going to be it for this Munificent here, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode, just because I sure did. If you're new around here and you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, or join the Discord down below in the description. And I will catch you all in the next one.
We are at your mercy.
Laters, everybody.
Awaiting orders.
Be destroyed.
We'll see about that, pilot.
Awaiting orders. We're taking hits.
Awaiting orders.